Hi everybody, it's me Jen. I keep trying to go live, but it kept on not letting me, so we're just gonna do it this way. Maybe it didn't like me going horizontal. So, are you ready, mamas? I hope that you come in and you say hi. This is basically, somebody asked a question in the Black Status group and my brain started reeling. This is something that I used to talk about all the time, and so it's been a really long time since I discussed it, so let's chat, okay? Who has got like the summertime worriedness, like working mama blues? Who's like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to fit in my business? How am I supposed to be a good mama for the summertime? How do I run a business? And how do I keep my kids happy at the same time? Okay, so it's the truth thing, because summertime is a whole nother ball of wax. So whether this is for you or somebody in your team that has kiddos, then you're going to want to share this with them, or you're going to want to tag them, invite them in and into this, because this is something that's way important. So hi Katie, hi Ashley. All right, so let's talk about this. I'm going to give you the top 10, Jen's top 10 on how to be an awesome business mama in the summertime. This is something I used to do. All of these, I'm not lying. These are something I used to do with Morgan when she was littler. Now she's 14, but you have to remember, I've been in direct sales for a long time. So these are things that I used to do even when she was 18 months old. This is stuff that I have done throughout time, and it is still stuff I will do even now. It just looks a little different now that she's 14. So number one tip. Do you have a pen and paper? Write this down, you guys. And I want you to decide which one. Hi, Caitlin. Which one of these are going to work for you, okay? So you don't have to use all of them, but you can pick and choose which ones that are gonna work best for you, okay? So number one, summertime mama business tip. Hire a teenage girl, okay? Hire a teenage girl. Hire a local girl that you can have come over, okay? That she can help you do like light cleaning. She can help you do laundry. She can help you do some like office work, like envelopes or thank you cards, or have her do some light stuff. It depends on her age and stuff like that. And then, or have her like pay her to be there at the house with you and do activities with the kids, okay? So that you can have a few hours to actually work on your business or get some stuff that you need to get done. Absolutely. You know, give them minimum wage. You know, have a good time. So even if you're there and then you know that the kiddos are being entertained or something like that, that's something. You don't have to do that all the time, but that is something that you can do. All right. Number two tip. Screen time, okay? In my house, when Morgan was little, there was a screen time limit. What screen time is any time that you are looking at a device, whether that's a TV, whether that is a phone, whether that is a tablet, whether that is a video game, no matter what. Screen time in my house was that you were not allowed more than 2 hours a day. So if that meant that you wanted to watch a 2-hour movie, that was your screen time. If you wanted to play on your tablet, a video game, Angry Birds, whatever, then that was your time. Like it was literally 2 hours worth of time. 2 hours worth of screen time for one day is a lot less. You know what I mean? It's a lot. 2 hours is a lot. So if 2 hours of screen time is for the day, and if you have to set it up for 30 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours straight, that's totally up to you on how you want to do it. 2 hours of screen time means 2 hours of business time for mama. So what I would do is I would set the timer, and I would go on the microwave or on the clock or wherever, or the little dial timer, you know what I mean? And I would or on my phone, and I would be 2 hours of screen time. I said screen times mean it's mama's work time. So while you're on, this is what you're doing. And so screen time, mama time. You earn screen time, you know what I mean? And so that you can monitor how much they're looking at their tablets, as well as that's like, if they're on, then I'm working. I have my screen time, okay? That's the number two tip. Number three tip, have a goal. They have to have a vested interest. I hope you're writing these down so you can remember. They have to have a vested interest in why you're working. Okay, so some of the reasons why they might be doing is, so like, okay, truth be told, I hate to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I hated to go to this place. It was like one of those like, what do you call it? Those gaming places where they have pizza and they have the arcade games and they have the like little rides. I can't stand those places. I forget what the name of the place was that we used to go. Something Zone, right? So hated that place. But Morgan loved that place. But it was a vested interest that I would say, okay, when mommy has this much in sales, okay, for the month of June, okay, so this month in June, I have to have this many sales and I have to sell this much stuff and I have to have this signed up this many people, or I needed to make this many phone calls this month, or whatever it is. Yes, Chuck E. Cheese is a hot and crazy mess. Can't stand going to that place. So, but my kiddo loves to go. So what we would do is that I would say, you help mommy make this goal and I will take you. But I have to be in agreement that that's, once it happens, that I'm going to take it, so that they have a vested interest. Disneyland, their favorite water park, their favorite restaurant. I don't care. You and your family pick where that place is, but they have to have a vested interest in why you're making this succeed. And then you say, once mommy does this in the month of June, then July 8th, you know, because that's payday. So July 8th or July blah, blah, blah. Then you go and you say, all right, so now they go. And they have to, and then you put that picture up just like a vision board. You put that up there. And so every time you say, this is why mommy's working. Do you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese? Do you want to go to Wild Rivers or wherever? You know, you want to go to Disneyland? You want to go blah, blah, blah. You want to go to the zoo? You want to go get ice cream at the fancy ice cream parlor that has a zillion scoops of ice cream? You want to go to the candy store, wherever? It's like they have to have that vested interest, okay? Nah, here's another one. Hire a maid, okay? Hire a maid. Hire a maid to come clean your house so that you have that time, okay? Simple as that. Hire somebody to come and clean your house, okay? Makes life so much easier, okay? So we have hire a teenage girl. We have screen time limits so far. We have set a goal, their vested interest, and we have hire a maid. Another time, set the timer. And you'll be like, okay, you have a timer problem. I do use the timer, you guys, all the stinking time. I use timers all the time. Why? Because I have ADD. And if I don't use the timer, then I get distracted, okay? So what I do is I set the timer. So you have to make an agreement with your kiddos, okay, that mommy needs 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour of uninterrupted work time, okay? And then you let them know, this is what I need today. I need to work for the next hour uninterrupted, and I'm gonna set the timer. And once I set the timer and the timer is done, then I am done. And then I'm gonna set the timer, or you have say, then it's uninterrupted you time. And you literally put the phone down and you do what you need to do with those kids. So if that means that you are going to the pool, say once mommy has an hour of uninterrupted time, then we can make our way out the door and we can go to the pool. Or we can go to the park, or we can go to blah, 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 whatever. Or we're gonna have playtime and we're gonna do this in the house. And then if you're at the house or something like that and you need to set the timer, so you say mommy needs an hour of uninterrupted time. So for the next 3 hours, you're gonna have mommy time, okay? So you set the timer for 3 hours for that uninterrupted time so that they know that the time is valuable, okay? So you set the timer, and then when that is done, then you let them know and you say, hey, okay, it's time for me to go back to work. You set them up to win though. Let them know that, you know, I'm gonna need another hour later on as well. So because I needed an hour now, and then we're gonna go to the pool, right? And we're gonna go play, we're gonna go do whatever, that's your time. And then when mommy comes home and we do this, I need another hour or another 2 hours. And that's when you can have your screen time. Do you see how it's working? So that you do that, all right? So here's the only way this is gonna work is if you keep your agreements, okay? You have to keep your agreements with your kiddos, or else if you don't keep your agreements, then they're bye-bye. Thank you for saying you like my eye makeup. It actually is for the Golden Knights. That's why I did it today. The Golden Knight game is today, so that's why we have it on. So you have to keep your agreements with your kiddos, you guys. That's the biggest thing, because if they're gonna just like, you're not telling the truth and you're telling a lie. That is the biggest thing. Keep your word, keep your agreements, okay? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're already on number 6. Number 6 is a special bucket, okay? So like have a laundry basket or a bin that has a lid on it that you can that you can close, and that is their special bucket. And in that special bucket are special, like only things they can do while mommy is working, okay? only things that mommy can, when you can use while mommy, special toys, special coloring books, special tea set, special blah, 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 blah. Whatever that specialness is goes in that bucket. And the only time they can open that bucket, that time is when you are working. They can't go into that bin any other time. Okay, so that's the only time that they can go play with those special toys. So if there's something that they really want, then put it in there, you know what I mean? And so then they can go in there and then they can do it. But then you have to move it, you know what I mean? You have to be, like I said, you have to be in agreement with yourself, and you have to be diligent and self-disciplined enough to like put it away and say, nope, it's not time to play for that right now. For the summertime, this is the special bucket. If you want to give it to them when school starts afterwards, you know what I mean? After their time, then that's your choice, okay? But you have to be uber clear that this is, they only get this out of the special bucket when mommy's working, okay? Next thing, book play dates, okay? Save another mama's life, right? You know what I mean? Give and take. Book play dates for your kiddos. Like send them to somebody else's house for a few hours, and then you reciprocate the thing and have other people, if they're on your team, even better. Or, you know what I mean? Say like, play date at mama's, at, you know, such and such's house for the next few hours. And then you say, okay, it's your turn. So it's like, if you are living in the same area as another Y sister, then it's like, okay, then even book play dates when you guys are working together. So it's like the kids are playing together, and then you guys can work together at the table, right? You know what I mean? You guys can work together, and then the kids can work, or back and forth. You get what I'm saying? You feel it? You understand? Okay. Number, what is this? I didn't number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8. Ready for this one? Wake up earlier. If your kiddos wake up at 6:45, set your alarm for 4:45. Wake up earlier and do your business and get it done. Okay? So it's like seriously, if you want more time to work your business, then you got to get up earlier. If you're a night owl, then you need to stay up later. You know what I mean? So it's like, set your alarm to wake up earlier, or set your alarm to do it at night. It's like, if you need more time, you can sleep when you're dead. Okay? You can sleep when you're dead. All right? It's okay. You have to really decide what it is that you want, and is sleep worth it? You know what I mean? If it's important to you, you'll find the time. So, all right, here we go. Number 9. Are you ready for number 9? Pre-plan and prep meals. What? Yes, pre-plan and prep meals. Do you know how much time we waste as mothers, like not planning our weekly meal out and thinking, oh, what am I going to make? I got to run to the store. Use Instacart, right? Or the delivery food services, right? And tip them. Totally use that, you know what I mean? Use the prep time. Prep your meals. If you have kiddos that want to snack all day long, and you spend your whole day with little kids going, Mommy, I want a snack. I want a snack. I want a snack. What you do is you set like a basket out for each kid. You know what I mean? Like if you have 3 kids or 5 kids or 1 kid, whatever, you put that basket, you put your granola bars in there, like 1 granola bar, you put your piece of fruit in there, you put your juice box, you put your bottle of water. Like they have this pre-made basket on the kitchen counter that is like their snack, like it's ready to go. Or in the refrigerator, there's cheese, whatever, you know what I mean? So that they know, no matter what their day looks like, that they can go and those can be their snacks for the day. So that they can go in there and they can pick from that snack. Plan your meals out. You know what I mean? Know what you're going to do. Use the crock pot. Use meal planners. You know what I mean? Do those pre-planned meals so that you know, so you're not wasting time going, where are we going to eat? What are we going to do? You know what I mean? It's like, no, use that time and plan those meals. I promise you it's going to save you lots of time. If you need to make sandwiches the night before, you know what I mean? Just like you do on a school day, like you pack their lunch and it's all ready to go, and the night before, then that's what you do. You don't have to stop and make that right then and there. You can make their lunch the night before. You can make their breakfast the night before, you know, make breakfast burritos, whatever, that they're ready to go, oatmeal, whatever, so that it's ready to go. It's okay to do that in the summertime as well. All right. Number 10. Okay. You ready for the last one? This is the last one. Top 10 Gen tips for summertime mamas, okay? All right, number 10, mandatory reading time. You guys, readers are leaders, okay? So, mandatory reading time. You pick however old your kid is, you pick it. You pick the amount of time. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour of reading time, depending on how old your kids are. It's like, set the timer, and this is reading time. This is time where you can work or you can read yourself, okay? So Now, Audible, totally great for kids. If they need to sit there and they need to rollerblade while they listen to their books, or if they need to play Legos while they listen to their books, quiet time, but an hour mandatory reading time, okay? That they have to go in their room, they have to do whatever, and they have to read. But like I said, if they're listening to their books, that's fantastic because it's so good for your brain. But mandatory reading time so that they're reading and you're reading at the same time, or you're doing work. Okay, so like I said, no matter what their age is, go to the library every week, like have it be one of your things, go get a stack of books if you need to, and then say every day, we're going to have an hour's worth or 30 minutes, like I said, however old your kiddos are, you know what I mean? And then you have an hour, that's like mandatory for everybody. I promise you, it's so good for their brains. It's so good. And I'm not kidding when I say leaders are readers. So let's recap, okay? All right. Hire a maid to come clean your house if you can do that. Hire a teenager to come do light cleaning, laundry, office work, kiddos, you know, have them be there at the same time as you. Screen time. You know, screen time is work time. So to limit your time, all that kind of stuff. Set the goal. Have them be vested interest. Set the timers. You know what I mean? I get an hour, you get an hour. That kind of stuff. Special bucket of special toys. Book play dates. Wake up earlier. Pre-plan and prep your meals. And mandatory reading time. Those are the top 10 to avoid the summertime mama blues. All right, I hope this was helpful. Let me know after you watch this which are like your 3 top favorites that you think that you can implement. All right, bye you guys.